If you are struggling to switch off when it comes to building your business and working on your business, this video is going to be for you. Hustle culture is dead. It is gone, and I've got reasons and evidence to suggest that this is the case. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you being on this video. I think this will be helpful for you if you are trying to build your business right now, but you are noticing that you are just trying to work harder to make more money. You are working over the weekends, checking your phone first thing in the morning. You are going to bed thinking about business, struggling to be present with your partner, your friends, your family, your kids. Struggling to have fun throughout the week. You can't do the hobbies that you used to do because you're just thinking about business constantly. There's a hidden reason for it. I'm going to explain what that reason is and how to actually work against it and come out the other side so you can make more money by potentially working less. I know it sounds like a gimmick, I know it sounds like fake news, but I think you'd be interested in this. So I've worked with dozens of coaches, creators, and business owners in a lot of different niches. The guys that are, guys and girls, the guys that are doing really well in business typically have a common issue, and it is they really struggle to switch off. And I'm talking like, again, they wake up, check their phone first thing in the morning to see if they've got notifications, sales inquiries, they check their DMs, they check their ads, they check their post performances. When they go to bed, they're thinking about business. So before they close their eyes, they're stressing about what they didn't get done that day, what they need to do the next day. Holidays, weekends, times with your partner, maybe at the gym, maybe even at dinner, on your phone, thinking about business planning for the next thing. Now, working hard is important. I don't want to sit here and say that you can just completely switch off, kick your feet up, and you're going to just earn endless amounts of money. That is not the case. Working hard is important when it comes to building anything, let alone a business. And that has probably got you to where you are now, where you're working with clients, making money. But it can get to the point where you almost form a belief within yourself that in order to make more money, I need to work really, really hard. So what then happens? You do all the things I've just listed off, potentially burn yourself out. You lose the enjoyment and the time freedom that you got yourself into business for. You're not enjoying your time on holidays and being present. What does that then do? Well, outside of business, it's going to impact your personal relationships. I wouldn't be surprised if your partner has started to notice these things. But secondly, you've got to understand that our businesses, which are service-based businesses typically, your energy, your emotions, energy is the main thing that comes through for me right now, but you are the vehicle. You hold everything together. The content you create comes from your energy. The sales that you make comes from your energy and magnetism when you create it. So if you think back to that equation of to make more money, to grow a business, I need to work really, really hard and basically burn myself out. It's counterintuitive because the energy that you need to pour into your content, your sales, your client delivery, you are just zapping it by trying to do more content, trying to wake up earlier, trying to be more productive, go to the gym more because that will help you in business. It is not going to work out for you. That belief is just whirring its way around in your subconscious belief system that the more I work, the more money I make. The more I work, the more money I make. When is it going to end? You're going to be working yourself into the ground. Think about what you got into business for anyway. I've heard a quote which is leave the 9 to 5 and you get a 24/7 because you are, pardon the pun with the hoodie that I seem to always be wearing at the moment, to the 247. But you leave the 9 to 5 to get into 24/7, you're constantly thinking about business. Is that really the reason you got into business for? Because where is the time freedom and the mental clarity that you need to build the business? So where is this coming from? Because, I could go into this into more detail and how much this sucks, working constantly, but I don't think I need to. Where does this come from? Well, rule number one, your subconscious mind dictates about 95 to 90% of everything that you see, everything that you do. It completely runs you. It is your operating system back here. Inside that subconscious mind are our values, our deep-rooted emotions, our memories, but most importantly, our beliefs and our deep-rooted fears. And that's really, really important. So going back to that equation that you've almost formed for yourself, the harder I work, the more money I make. I believe if I work really, really hard, I'll make more money. You've got that belief running in the background. What then happens when business does its thing, the market does its thing, has its ups and downs? What happens when you have a dip? Well, you need to work harder to make more money. Your fear of failure then flares up. Your fear of failure, imagine, has a voice. Whoa, we need to work harder now. Income's dropped a little bit. Clients have left. We need to work even harder. Go. Why are you resting? Why are you resting? So when you try to put your phone down, when you try to have quality time with your partner, when you try to spend time with your kids, when you try to have a bit of time for yourself, go Pilates, play golf, go to the gym in the middle of the day when you are theoretically allowed to, that fear of failure voice springs up from your subconscious and says, whoa, we can't do this. Get back on your phone, get back on the laptop. We need to work hard for more money. And it's an endless rat race going on. So just to summarize here, what is happening? Where is this coming from? Deep-rooted fear of failure. It is a deep-rooted doubt about the future success of your business. It's what keeps you tied to your business in that ever-ending rat race of just spinning your wheels, trying to work harder for more money, which isn't working because it's zapping you of your energy and the real reason you got into business, which is that flexibility and that freedom. So how do we like conquer this? Well, a fear of failure is to a degree helpful. It keeps us human beings alive, has done for all these years we've been on this planet. But in terms of a business, fear of failure keeps us going. It does motivate us, but it can get to the point where it swings too far into fearing failure that we can't then switch off. So what do we need to do? What's the opposite of doubt? Trust. What is the opposite of fear of failure? Excitement for the future and being grateful for what we do have. So in essence, if I was to be really vague here, but of course I'll go into more detail briefly, we need to be more positive. We need to be more trusting and confident of the thing that we are building and almost allowing ourselves to be okay with taking some time off. So there's one very, very simple action step you can take straight away, but of course there'll be some mindset development that I'll go into very briefly in a second. The first thing you can do is intentionally pencil into your diary nothing, or around a golf, or that Pilates class, or meeting a friend for a coffee on a Tuesday afternoon. I want you to intentionally pencil in something into your Monday to Friday or when you normally work, which is a bit of you time, which is you switching off, filling up your cup again emotionally and energetically. I want you to force that into your diary instantly. That is step number one. Step number two, I want you to almost flood yourself with thoughts of why it's okay for me to take a bit of time off. Why would it actually benefit me to take some time off and refill up my cup again? I'll give you some answers right now based on my experience. I am allowed to take time off because this is my business, but the energy I will get from playing around the golf tomorrow at 3 p.m, which is actually what I'm going to do with the boys, playing golf tomorrow at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, putting my phone away for a few hours, fills up my cup energetically and emotionally. My clients will then get them the best version of Jack, and then I'll create good content for my audience, which I can then help and then potentially make more money because they're interested in working with me over time. Perfect answer. And I think that's true and valid. What does that thinking let me do? It makes me feel more okay and comfortable about taking time off. That allows me to feel rested. And what does it do? Thinking back to what I said a minute ago, what's the opposite of doubt? Trust. I get to rebuild a bit of trust with myself controlling my calendar and my diary. Guess what then happens? I play golf. My energy gets better. My clients get a better me. My clients get a better result. I create better content. More people come through. Better referrals and inquiries. I make more sales. Now, this is not going to be an overnight thing. This does take a little bit of time for your reality to catch up to what you're working on right now. But this is the way. This is the Becoming 2.0, which I'm talking to all my clients about. This is the Becoming 2.0 way where we can have flexible ways of working and building a business, but not sacrificing enjoyment and making money, because I personally believe that one benefits the other. Enjoying being energetically full makes me more money, just like with that golf example. So that's what I want you to do. After putting something into your diary, I want you to give yourself reasons why you should trust the process, why you should trust yourself and trust your business, that what you are doing to fill up your cup again is going to be absolutely fine and beneficial for you to do. And then the third question I want you to do is give this even more of a safety net. This might be a little bit wordy, but you can answer something along the lines of this. Sorry, I'm getting so into it, I can't even speak. Third thing I want you to do, if you take time off and refill your cup and work less, why is there a high likelihood that your business isn't just going to crumble? Why is it actually a high likelihood that you are going to get more clients come through because you've got better energy? You know, I want you to give yourself reassurance that things are going to be absolutely fine. And I know this sounds really like, oh, it's a bit soft, it's not really going to do anything. But your brain and your subconscious mind work with doubt, trust, confidence, fear, all these things. So it needs that reassurance. I want you to give yourself that reassurance. Why are things going to be absolutely fine, and you should trust yourself to take a bit of time off, refill up your cup energetically, and why is that going to equal more sales? If you're agreeing with everything that I'm saying here, there's a direct correlation between you filling up your cup energetically and emotionally, enjoying life again. That excitement gets flooded into your content, your sales, and your delivery. That then makes you more money down the line. And this is what I believe to be true now. I probably work 3 to at maximum 4 days a week, and they're not even full days. I'm playing golf tomorrow at 3 p.m. I'm flying to Marbella on Thursday for a business retreat. Yeah, bit of business, of course, but there'll be a lot of fun in there as well. I'm playing golf over in Marbella. And I believe taking that time off I fill up my cup energetically and emotionally, and then I fuel that back into business. That then attracts me more money, and I'm not burning out. I very rarely feel stressed and overwhelmed, but this has taken a little bit of time. And all of this came from me answering similar journal questions like I've just given you in this video. Overall, it all came from me removing that sense of doubt, coming away from the 1.0 level of thinking me to becoming the 2.0 me, which has balance, which spends quality time with my fiance, plays golf when I want to, switches off when I want to, but I give a great service, I deliver a ton of value, and I help people. That makes me more money in my business. This is the 2.0 way. I hope this has been helpful. A couple of questions there for you to answer with a couple of journal prompts, but even without that, hopefully this video has planted a seed for you to think, maybe I am working too hard right now and it's not actually helping me make more money. It's actually just driving me into the ground, burning me out. I don't think that's helping right now. So hopefully that's brought you some awareness, but then also brought you awareness and understanding that you can change the way you think. You can change your subconscious doubt to go from doubt to trust, to believe that everything you do, whether it's golf or Pilates or a coffee in the afternoon, makes you more money, because it all trickles down like a snowball effect. Hope this has been helpful. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel for more mindset for business videos. If you want to dive into mindset work and belief work for your business a little bit deeper, in the description of this video, there is a link to a free belief rewiring process, which is the process that I use to rewire my clients' subconscious minds and beliefs. And I work with coaches, creators, and some other different kind of industries. But belief rewiring process can completely change the way you feel right now about business, and ultimately the amount of money you can make from your business to become the 2.0 version of you and have that balance that you've been after without sacrificing success or fulfillment from your life. So have a look at the video below. It's about 19 minutes long, completely for free. So go click the link and grab that training. But regardless, I hope this video has been helpful, and I will see you in the next one.